Yes, good morning. Good morning. What a wonderful day to be alive in the city of Lagos. I'm here at Abiodun Jago Street, and we have this stand, my stand and everything. Morning. Our main headline this morning, I have run a race. That's finished my course. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Wonderful. Welcome to the program this morning. Yeah, this is Bystanders and Newsstanders. I'm Christian Chuku. Yeah, we're right here. We're right here to get people talking. On the reports that we have today. Today is the 26th of May 2023, and it's Friday. There are petitions that the court will attend to today. Yesterday was the conferring of GCFR and GCON on the president-elect and also Shetima. And Buhari has said some things, and let's see what the outgoing president is saying. This morning, what's your take on Buhari's 8-year race, 8-year presidency? How far, to your own understanding, how far has he performed? How far has he run this race? Let's go straight to the headline this morning. I have the Daily Trust newspaper, and I also have the Nigerian Tribune. The Daily Trust newspaper says, Buhari says, I've run a good race, finished my course. That's Buhari. My administration best in road infrastructure. That's from the president. Yes, and confers GCFR, GCON on President-elect Shetima. Says that Tinubu is best for Nigeria. Ex-Lagos governor, that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, says, I won't disappoint Nigerians. And the front page, you see this campaign by Tompolo, which is President-elect's successful presidency, and also pledges to support to secure critical assets and confront enemies of democracy. This is PR from Tompolo. Let's move on. We have the Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian Tribune says, I will not disappoint Nigerians. That is Tinubu. I will not disappoint Nigerians. Tinubu. Buhari confers GCFR, GCON on him, and Shetima. Above the mastheads, what we will remember Buhari for, Nigerians speak. Yes, he will be remembered for calling Nigerian lazy youths. He will be remembered for longest ever ASU strike in the history of democracy. Also, the Twitter ban, Naira to buy Naira, the Naira policy, and railway. Remember for the railway incident that happened between Kaduna and Abuja. Also, the border closure, banditry, and the second Niger bridge. I think there's a positive one here, the second Niger bridge. And also, he performed in the area of constructing railway. We have one of them, which is from Kano to Niger Republic, and also other railway that he has conducted, and also the infrastructure he has put in place for the incoming government. Let's move on. CJN swears in 39 additional election petition tribunal members. Yes. And Nigerian Airlines solicitors write Buhari wants him to stop the projects. And also, Court of Appeal slams 40 million naira fine on ex-presidential candidate seeking to stop Tinubu's inauguration. That may be funny, but you can read up the details on the page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune. I have our General Secretary. Good morning.
I know what you mean by that one.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chris.
Yes, yesterday, Tinubu and Shetima were conferred GCFR and GCON.
One of the process involved in one of the activities lined up before the actual proper inauguration. So What do you want me to
What
say about
what,
it?
what qualifies one for that GCFR and GCON?
If you are the president-elect and you are the vice president-elect,
Only for election. Okay, let's repeat the question. The Who are those qualified? What's the qualification to get the GCFR and GCON?
I say if they are getting it on the basis of the declaration by INEC that he is the president-elect and Kasim Shettima is the vice president-elect respectively. And it's one of the activities lined up before the proper inauguration. So for me, like I told you before now, that I'm part of the persons who are dissatisfied with the process. So that does not mean he should not be sworn in, but
It should be shown in by you. Yeah.
it's not by me. It's not a question of by me. The swearing in is on Monday, but that does not take away the fact that I am dissatisfied with the performance of INEC.
Okay, let's look at the suits today and the disqualification. Looking at what the court ruled on the double candidacy of Shetima.
I did not my place to start prejudicing the outcome of the case, but I can understand that case, the first court of instance ruled that PDP, the case have no merit, and PDP appealed to Court of Appeal, and appeal court ruled that PDP lack local standing, the jurisdiction to the part of the vote decision of the court to determine that issue. And it's not in my position to start prejudicing whether Supreme Court will see the same way the Court of Appeal saw it. I think we should allow Court of Appeal to take decision. But after the decision, one can criticize the judgment if you feel it does not, it's not in tandem with the precedents and perhaps Electoral Act and Nigerian external laws.
Okay, Kano government dropped murder charges against Dogua.
When you see a court giving judgment, you don't. I think it has to do with evidence before the court. But let me quickly tell you something, Mr. Christian. That what court does, generally, conventionally, they don't pander to sentiments or public opinion or public sentiments. It is evidence before the court that makes one to either win or lose case. So even as you are talking about this election, it is about what evidence do you have. Even in the public had that perception that the election is rigged, and you don't have evidence to prosecute it. It will end in at the realm of perception. So I think I don't have the details of the case against Dogara, but I think evidence before the court determines the way a particular case pans out.
Okay, let's move on. I will not disappoint Nigerians. That is Tinubu.
You see, one thing is clear, because while he was running for this election, he ran on the ground, on the campaign of what he did in Lagos. And if you look at Lagos in that last general election, you agree with me that Lagosians rejected him. Lagosians rejected him heavily. If you look at the voting pattern in Lagos State.
Voting pattern, you're looking at the results.
If you look at the results, Lagos is his base, and he lost to Labour Party in Lagos State. It shows that Lagosians rejected him, and this is not far-fetched. So if he's to replicate his leadership style in Abuja, Nigeria will be plunged into crisis, because I think what he did in Lagos is merely subjugation. No, I don't think
that's a big word. So break it down.
I don't think that Baba Sokpe is going to work at the national level, because you can recall that recently, while they waited for him to come back from France to address the issue of National Assembly leadership, he came back and directed them to go to the party for party to take decision. So it shows that Nigeria is more complex than the Baba Sokpe of a thing may not work. The subjugation may not work. But again, I think I see him performing better in some areas more than this outgoing administration. particularly in the area of unnecessary closure of border. Because you begin to ask yourself, why did Muhammad Buhari close border for almost 4 or 5 years? That achieved nothing. And the Muhammad Buhari will be telling you that because of provision of light weapon. And at the same time, the border is under close, you have more of kidnapping, more of killing, terrorism, and all that. So it means the closure did not achieve anything. So I see him reversing that obnoxious trend. Then again, look at the issue of we are closing border for encourage Nigerians to go back to farm for rice cultivation and all that. You need to ask yourself, Nigeria currently consumes about 7.5 million metric tons of rice, and our local production is not more than 4.7 metric tons, 4.7 million metric tons. So if you close border abruptly like Buhari did, one thing is imminent: you are creating artificial scarcity. Price is bound to increase because demand and supply is a natural phenomenon that fixes price. But I don't see a Tinubu doing that. A Tinubu is likely going to open border even as we encourage local cultivation of rice. But again, if you look at the issue of security, it depends on the team he's able to put together, because I do not know a Tinubu as somebody who has good background on the area of security. I can understand his brief career in the oil and gas, where he rose through the ranks to, I think, cashier in a Zombobi. Before he ventured into politics, he was one time briefly a senator, and now the president-elect. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, it depends on the team he put together with respect to perhaps the chief of army staff, chief of defense staff, national security advisor, chief of naval staff, generally speaking, the 7 chiefs that determine whether he will be able to address the issue of security. So then the issue of economy is still border on the team he's going to put together. Because as a person, you don't expect one man to be an island of knowledge, and I don't think he's an expert in economics. But it depends on the team he's able to put together. So until we see the team in all these areas, we cannot start doing appraisal on our anticipation.
I'd like you to throw more light on this Court of Appeal slamming 40 million naira fine on ex-presidential candidates seeking to stop Tinubu's inauguration.
The court says it's a waste of time because this is a case that didn't start today. That has gotten to Supreme Court. You want to resurrect it, according to the Supreme Court, that the case that have died since 2019, you now want to resurrect it. For me, I think I agree with Supreme Court that it's a waste of time, is because it have no bearing with the current scenario. So, but again, I don't know whether the penalty is too hard on the man. I don't know his financial status. But again, I think that I never saw any light at the end of the tunnel for that case.
Okay, Nigerian Airlines solicitors write Buhari wants to stop project. Today, I think the national carrier should arrive in the country.
Until we see it arrive, we cannot make comment because this is not the first time we are getting promise from Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari is known to, it's not strange to fake promises. So I don't think I should start commenting on that until we see it become a reality.
Okay, lastly, what will you remember Buhari for?
There are so many things we can remember Buhari for.
The positives and the negatives.
The major outstanding thing you can remember Buhari for is polarization of Nigeria along ethnic lines, religious lines.
That's big grammar. Just break it down.
Because if not for the approach of Muhammad Buhari, Nigeria would not be this divided. The issue of agitation became high under Buhari because of his style of leadership. We can equally remember Muhammad Buhari because of the way he managed security. He mismanaged it. Don't forget that in 2015, when Muhammad Buhari came on board, Nigerians were full of hope, having a war veteran being the president. And coupled with the fact that the North were frustrated and they needed somebody with competence in terms of fighting insecurity. That's why they massively voted for him. And if you look at his inaugural speech in 2015, where he mandated the then chief of army staff, Buhari, to permanently relocate to Maiduguri until Boko Haram was completely subdued. Under the leadership of Buhari, Boko Haram metamorphosed into other splinter groups like the Ansari terrorist organization, ISWAP, and all that. So for me, I think we are going to remember Buhari as a general, as a war veteran that failed to fight, contain insecurity. Okay, then again, are you going to remember Muhammadu Buhari for making attempts to usher in free, fair, and credible elections? But as a man who could not hold control of the system, and people outside the government hijacked the process and mismanaged the system for him. I think we are going to remember him for him. Then we are going to remember him for signing the Electoral Act into law that permits INEC to use e-transfer for election results. But again, we are going to remember that it didn't happen without pressure from Nigerians and civil liberty organizations. You are talking about infrastructure. We are going to remember him heavily for building second Niger Bridge. It's a credit to him. Okay, we are going to remember him for improvement on the rail infrastructure. Yes. Because Jonathan started the process of synergy between Chinese bank with Nigeria, where they come and bid directly, and he came, inherited it, he improved on it, and today we have so many rail already commissioned, being already operational. So we are going to remember him from that.
Okay, lastly, Soludo has asked Buhari that he should release Nnamdi Kanu before his tenure ends.
If you ask me, I think asking to release Nnamdi Kanu is like asking him. I think what we need to do is to ask him to obey a court order that have already ordered that the man should be released. Because it looks as if you are asking him to do a favor. We just need to ask him to obey a subsisting court order judgment that asks him to release the man unconditionally, rather than asking as if you are asking for favor. It's not for favor if you are asking him to release Nnamdi Kanu, because there's already a court judgment that say, based on the extraordinary rendition, that federal government has lost every right to prosecute this man as such, it should be released unconditionally. So if you are asking Muhammadu Buhari to release the man, it should be on the basis of a standing, a subsisting court order that the man should obey it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew, our General Secretary of...
You are the chairman of Yeneba. This is the man that brought Yeneba to this platform. Let them see your face, don't hide.
Good morning, Pioneer official.
Good morning to you, Mr. Christian Chukwu. Very wonderful morning to everyone. A very good one, quick and good one from Pastor Matthew. This is a man I respect his views and his opinions. He's an elder statesman in.
Guaya. Okay, let's start. We have Buhari. What will you remember Buhari for?
Mr. Christian, it can be in two ways. It is either you impact in people's life or you fail to impact in people's life. Now, the president, from my own point of view, he would be remembered for bad legacies. Now, for him not obeying court orders. Yes, because there was never a court order. The president obeyed until Nigerians need or mount pressure on the government. And then again, you also saw it. ASU strike, you have the longest ASU strike for many months. Don't forget that under the same watch, the man brought untold hardship to Nigerians. He plunged over 200 million Nigerians into abject poverty. So there are a lot of things to be remembered. For a man that shut down borders for 6.5 years, and now now when it's time for him to leave the office of the president, he's now coming to tell Nigerians the reason why he shut down borders. That reason to me was so childish. Why would the president come and tell Nigerians that the reason why he had to shut borders was because of the influx of ammunition? Why are customs there? Why do you have immigration there? Why do you have other security agencies there? So it shows he is not prepared for the job. For good 8 years, Buhari was just ruling. He was just ruling as if he is not accountable to people. For good 8 years, that is it. He ruled as if he is not being as if
He's
people
a dictator. He's a
as if
military man.
he is yes, no, he is,
Until
no, he is, but in as much as that, this is a democratic settings in which you need to be accountable to people. People opinions, view need to be listened to, and then people opinion need to be reviewed and then listen to the outcry of people. For good 6 years, Nigerians keep lamenting, keep crying, open his border, but he refused. So, of what you Pastor made mention of, but Pastor made mention of what infrastructure, but I disagree with him. I did this same infrastructure. Pastor cannot access infrastructure. Call the pastor now. Can he access infrastructure? Can he access this same infrastructure? Buhari yesterday said he's the best president in Nigeria that have delivered based on infrastructure. He should not give himself that accolade. We Nigerians should should what he praise on
the
him.
Nigerians get babele.
Not be Nigeria get babale. They not be wetin you see you go dey he praise on. Forget see, forget sentiment or no sentiment. You thank God say you sef know for where the infrastructure dey, where the road. Only the one wey I fit see now na the second Niger bridge. But aside from the rail, which railway you don see? Tell me, maybe economy no know. Me I fit no know,
From
but
Kano to Niger.
from Kano to Niger, is it functioning?
Functioning.
Eh?
Yes, functioning.
I don't know.
So, but you don't know about him.
Just the Abuja Kaduna is
Eh.
still on.
Is
We don't know the situation of that Abuja Kaduna.
eh?
You don't know the situation, but there's a railway infrastructure on Abuja Kaduna Road.
But see, there's a railway infrastructure. Okay, so aside from this railway, what else again?
The blue rights rail.
Mr. Christian, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Are the rail functioning now? You see, it is not about
Is how the masses
I have
benefit,
commission.
what the
See,
benefit from
does
the
it
infrastructure.
impact from the mass? Does it impact on the average life on the masses? Now, people live in Matogu, but these people cannot access rail down to Oyinbo. And you are here telling me that the rail is functioning. I have a friend that stays in Matogu. He said at times rail does not apply that road for 1 month. See, before you come here and then eat praise, go to the venue, go to wherever the rail, and then make findings from yourself. I told you from time here. I said when one person said second Niger bridge was not will not be completed, I said it to be completed because someone traveled and then sent me a picture, and I saw that works was being going on there. But now you come here and say rail. Oh, what rail? What rail? Where's the rail? Where's the road? Eh, ask pastor, is there any federal road that connects the states? Is there any federal road that connects the states? That is been now that is been rehabilitated by the federal government or constructed by the Buhari-led administration. But now go to north, you see thousands of roads. So the president would be remembered by plunking the country into chaos.
Okay.
Under his watch.
Electoral Act.
Eh?
Electoral Act.
Electoral act and rig election. You president sign an electoral act amendment that what see there should be what electronic transmission of results. Now, of what use has it helped? It is not the same electoral act that has helped I to become president. Did I not transmit results? So you cannot give him credit on that. When it comes to implementation process, he had failed because that was only a policy. Was implemented? No. So see, public giving credit on that.
Okay, let's move on. Well, what is being said here? Nigerians are saying that the statement says that Nigerians are lazy youths, longest ASU strike, Twitter ban, naira to buy naira, railway, border closure, banditry, second Nigeria breed. I think the railway and the second Nigeria breed are some of the kudos that he has. I will not disappoint Nigerians, Tinubu.
Mr. Christian, that's a tentative statement that he himself cannot prove. He should not sit on the fence and say he would. That what he cannot disappoint Nigerians. And ordinary Lagosians, he disappointed them. When he was the governor of this Lagos state, can you tell me one of Asiwaju's achievements?
Free education.
Free education it was not him.
I went to school.
Jakonde did it. Jakonde started it.
I bet
Jakonde started it. So you don't expect free education under the military. So under the military, you don't expect free education. But Jakonde usher free education as a governor in Lagos State.
It's not that free, Obed.
Jakonde, no. See all this low-cost housing you see today was built by Jakonde. All these major projects you see in Lagos State were built by Jakonde. The thing only Ashwadi did was because he built 5 million schools. Aside from that, yes, millennium. Aside from that, let's anybody tell me what Ashwadi did when he was governor of Lagos State. Nobody.
The blueprint.
What's the blueprint? You see towns everywhere. Who brought him into Lagos State?
Engage or you engage them.
He brought them in. Either he engaged them, either he brought them on board. Yes, it's the same words. You bring people and then you also engage them. Where is the blueprint? Blueprint that now when there is heavy rainfall, rain, there's no drainage system. Is that what the blueprint?
Lagos on the coastal line.
See, that's no excuse. Even if Lagos is on the coastal line, now there should be there are some certain region metropolis that should have drainage system.
Even Venice has drainage system.
So you know how this spots we are. It's always been flooded if there is rainfall. For good 8 years, what he had managed to do is to catch Lagos. Now he's trying to imagine a president-elect saying that if he leaves office, he know who will take over from him. The same dominance he started in Lagos. Now he wants to take it up there. And I thank God the Hausa people will not allow him. The Hausa Fulani oligarchy will not allow him because that place belongs to federal government. You have diverse regions.
Why are you just mentioning the Fulani? What of other people? The South, the Southeast?
The Fulani are the major stakeholders
of
the country. Are you supposed to? Do I need to tell you? I don't need to tell you.
You left the Hausas.
They are the stakeholders. They are the major stakeholders. The Fulani oligarchy are the major stakeholders. They are the.
I may want to disagree with you, but let's continue.
Is that what?
I may want to disagree with you.
You can only. It's your own view. It's my own view. These are the major stakeholders in the country. So I don't expect anything from president-elect.
Okay.
Because you cannot give what you don't have.
Okay, let's move on. We have GCFR. Buhari confirms GCN on Tinubu and Shettima.
That's no news. Once they're president-elect and then vice president-elect, you get that. No, so that one is no news.
We have a court case today. That may disqualify Shettima.
Until now you see the vice president-elect. Now, so the court has not ruled yet. Take note of that. So until the court rules, for now is the vice president-elect.
Okay, let's move on. We have. I have run a good race, finished my course, Buhari. Yeah, we have talked about it. Yes. Can you still talk about it again?
You said what?
I have run a good race, finished my course, Buhari.
He has not run a good race. What he did was he ran a bad race and dealt with Nigerians. He dealt with people from the south. See, I don't believe in a leader even praise on himself. Let Nigeria give him the scorecard. Let Nigeria judge him. Let Nigeria see. It is the ordinary man on the streets that will tell if he had run a good race. Not him giving accolade and praises to himself. Mr. Christian, I bet you can take this mic off this place. Don't interview this
Regular.
yeah, regular. Just go take a walk on the street. Ask people if Buhari has won a good race, and then listen to people's response. The answer will be no. Because if you claim to have ran a good race, how has that impacted my life? How has that elevated me? As a Nigerian, was I better off before you came on board? How is my life now? So these are the basis you need to judge if he had run a good race. What was the economy of Nigeria? How many Nigerians can boast of $1 a day? How many Nigerians are employed? How many Nigerians are gainfully employed? What is the health sector working? Are they investors in the country? Some persons, just like what someone told me, he said some persons gathered and then used shopping money. Sorry, he used oil money, Nigeria oil money, to build refinery, fronting Dangote. That refinery is not meant for Dangote alone. Top governor functionaries has stake there. Even Buhari and co has stake there. So that you stop, Dangote is not a politician. So they can easily come on board and then deceive gullible Nigerians that said Dangote refinery. They are using Dangote to front. But our own refinery has been lying down for good how many.
Who is using Dangote to front? Who is using Dangote to front?
But just take understand the government officials. So you think government don't have stake in this refinery? So
The
you think
Nigerians have stake.
who?
20% stake.
I'm not in Nigeria. The government, not Nigerian, government officials, government functionaries, leaders have stake in that. Not me. Don't say Nigerians have stake. I know get stake there. Now Buhari, Tinubu, Emefiele and co get stake there. If not so, why would they use excess money account to also be part of that project? Now, when that money was being given, was that consulted? If really I have stake there, government should have consulted me and then seek for my consent. And now you are saying
I have a breaking news. Supreme Court dismisses PDP suit against Tinubu Shettima over double nomination. Says the PDP lacks the local standing to institute the suit.
So I
Are
said
you saying game over?
Eh?
Yeah, I'm doing like this.
Support the law. What do you expect? It's not news to me. I know that case will not hold water. It will hold. What do you expect? It is the Ashwadu is the president. Ashwadu and Shettima has come to stay. Nigerians don't have choice.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I have Obong. Pastor Obong, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Let's focus. Yeah, just put this on. Like,
Okay, let's go. I did.
are you focused?
Yes, I'm focused. Let's go.
Let's look at the GCUN conferred on Tinubu Shettima. What do you have to say about that?
This year.
GCFR yesterday. Let me show you. Look at
I'm fine. I'm
Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. That is GCFR. GCUN, Grand Commander of the Order of Nigeria.
Grand Commander.
Yes.
Endorse Tinubu and Shettima.
Yes.
That's how it's supposed to be. INEC has declared Tinubu winner of the election, president-elect, and Shettima the vice president. Does that mean? And the Senate president, the Constitutional Party, they are all in code to rule the nation now. Next 2 days now, they will swear them into power. To endorse it. They endorse it. President-elect and president-president accept each other. I will leave power for you. Who are you to argue?
Okay.
You don't have no argument.
Okay, let's move on. Buhari says I've run a good race, finished my course.
The best.
I've
You
gone
run
a
the
good
best.
race.
You run the best. The best race.
Can you
The best
substantiate your claim?
Now my claim is this, Buhari has he no be Messiah,
You said the best now.
he do the best
Let's
for
see
Nigerian.
what-
Let's see the best. Take now, move from now down to east. All the road,
All the road what?
all the road,
Say something now.
all the road is perfect. Now to
Which
east.
part of East?
Go last week travel where we used to have a very big hold up in Onitsha Bridge. We tried to piam to home.
Which part of East? You have not mentioned the part of
Onitsha
East.
Bridge is what second now. Second now bridge is being completed.
Yes, you said the roads.
The road,
You are not
even the
saying
road,
bridge.
even the road from Ore down to east is clean.
From East to go.
Yes, to the
From
Ore
East.
to what?
From
Ore
East to go.
to Onitsha. Perfect.
From Onichanko.
From Onitsha. That is, listen to me now. From Onitsha, to Imo, Piam. The only road that big problem now is from Umuonya Road to Akwa Ibom. And Akwa Ibom Road to Ikorabasi. That's all. Where they are working on it.
Anytime you go, please try and get pictures.
Yes,
So
nothing
that-
happened to it. We
so
are
that we'll be
flying.
very sure that
Igbo
you're
transport
not,
are
you're
flying.
not telling.
This
you're
God,
not telling
I'm
us
coming now,
something
Cap.
else.
Don't misquote me.
When you
Cisco,
are going,
I'm
get
coming.
pictures.
Wait.
Get pictures.
Listen to me. Cisco are flying every day. Cisco. If it's an I'll be waiting the column. It's a wonder. They are flying every day. You ain't complain for it.
Before the Buhari's administration, they were
All
flying.
the road that was at me, amen. Abadi and them, amen, been on.
Please get pictures when you are going next
I go
time.
give you pictures.
So that we
Perfect.
cannot have problem.
Body try the best. Do you know any workers?
Okay, look at what Nigerians have said about
You don't know.
Buhari.
They make me talk this one.
Look at what Nigerians have said about Buhari. He has the longest ASU strike,
Yes.
Twitter ban,
Uh-huh.
Naira policy,
Yes.
railway,
Yes.
border closure,
Yes.
banditry,
Yes.
second Niger bridge.
Yes. All these things that he do is perfect. He do it. Twitter ban, it was too much. He banned it.
Do you use Twitter?
It was too much.
Are
He
you on
banned
Twitter?
it. When they put things
Answer
in
my
place,
question.
I'm coming now.
No, don't come. Don't come. Answer before you move on.
I use Twitter. What happened?
What's your Twitter handle?
I said Twitter handle.
Let me. What's your Twitter handle?
At Gideon Thompson. Maybe I don't go for long now. Maybe you may.
You don't go for long.
Yes.
Yeah, let's move
So
on.
you need to understand. So what it was, Twitter was too much in corruption. He banned it and returned it back. I'm coming. Railway, perfect. From Kaye to Kabancha. What do you want? We talk about youth, ASU strike. Instead of it, you demand for what the government will give you, go say NSAS. NSAS was stupid.
No, ASU strike is not NSAS.
Maybe ASU strike, ASU strike. The lecturer who robbed the student now say they demand for money, but he cannot
How
pay
did
you.
they rob the students?
Now, okay, how many years are they correcting the ASU strike? They correct good luck, 20 billion. What do they do with that money?
But
They want to go
the
correct
Minister
that.
of Education did not say so.
Mr. Man, they correct it from good luck. ASU correct it, 20 billion. They want to correct from Buhari, they don't give you.
Okay, let's move on. I will not disappoint Nigerians, Tinubu.
Yes, he's not going to disappoint us. But he not be Messiah. He not going to disappoint us, but he not be Messiah. That is his own mind. That is his own mindset as a president. But he not be Messiah in be. Income, he go rule
he will
it.
do well.
Yes, he will try his best. But
I
not be
know you
Messiah.
don't believe that he will do well.
I'm coming. You cannot do well.
Why?
Listen, he can never do well.
Why?
But in mind, listen to me now. I'm a mystery person. In mind, he thinks I could do well. But if he enter, he not going to do well.
Who?
But in Turumbu, Buhari thinks he do well. You don't see what he said. But in mind, Nigeria see no do well. But Nigeria see no. But in mind, he do well. In congratulations, he said, Nigeria, thank you for letting me. That's what he said now. I'm going back to Daura to enjoy my what tattoos. So he enjoy himself. He thinks he do well. But Nigeria are complaining a bit. So inside his mind, he claim for him, I do well. I try, I pay. He said, he pay all salary, never owe anybody. He can't go to do for his own mind. But Nigerians are crying.
But Tinubu say I will do well.
Tinubu say I will do well because Tinubu will that inside the heart say I go fit do well. But at the end, you no go fit me talk. See why you no go fit me talk. So those things are the things that you no go fit me talk.
I don't understand.
The bomb in the street, he can meet up. The sedu girls, he can meet up. Do you see them? So you need to understand. He talk for your own mind. But if you reach there, this bomb no go allow you. I
don't understand what you mean by bomb not allowing presidents to do well.
You don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Those iniquity, those abomination of charging bomb without marriage, sharing private part cannot allow Tinubu to make it. But he thinks he go make it. You need to understand what is going on. That's spiritual aspect of it. All the Baba John, Nightclub, tagging bomb, they no marry, committing sex, sharing private part, they go pay dowry to them, and they save the private part. You go shut Turmu down. But Turmu himself say things I can make it. You know, go fit make up because it's bomb.
Okay, let's talk about Dangote.
Yes,
Dangote refinery.
refinery. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Listen, you know how I rebuke it. Dangote is the sister of Nigeria. Born sister of this country. If you get skill to bring the refinery, make Nigerian refinery work first. You understand me? If you get skill to bring the refinery to Nigeria, then Nigerian refinery become a hero to Nigeria to make Nigerian refinery work. Then you build your own. Now Nigerian refinery no work. You build your own, you think you go work. The ancestors of the sons of the ancestors. I'm going to consult the oracle, it go shut down. I'm talking to the whole world.
You're not afraid.
How dare you? A king can afraid? That Dangote refinery. About Nigerian refinery is done. The same people that destroyed the refinery are the one that proud today. The refinery is in our land. The refinery is in our land. Dangote that build it. That refinery, what? It will not work. The ancestors will hunt it to dust. I pay price to the ancestors.
When you say good thing, talk good.
I can't say good thing. That will not be good thing. This is a hypocrite. This is stupidity.
The biggest,
I'm coming.
The largest
is stupid. It's stupid. Stupid liars. Stupid liars.
You can't kill. You can't kill.
What's the problem?
You kill the
Stupid liars. You think you want to ask and you build your own and say it's a private. Now where did they get the oil to refine? Is it federal government that give them oil or Nigeria that give them oil? Are they buying oil to refine? It's a private something, not be federal.
So who are you blaming now?
I blame the Dangote and the co that bring stupid refinery and bring to Nigeria. Go put it at refinery. Nonsense. Then Nigerian refinery work before you build a refinery. We all of us get we want to what? All of us make power. All of us make power to do what? To do something in this country that better. Is that me? We can do something in this country. Can do our country to be better. Is that me? Perfect nation. Get my point? We can make it. Dangote is the Nigerian system. How dare you come and build refinery in Nigerian and your ancestors refinery no work? And you say your own go work. Why it go work?
Dangote is a private businessman.
Why are you in a Nigerian system? Can't you make something to happen in this country? Can't we say, oh, Dangote has fixed Nigerian refinery and now build his own? Can't it be a profit for you? So what is he doing? Go and build Nigerian
You don't have
refinery.
to blame Dangote.
I blame Dangote to the last call. All the crooks, all the thieves, all the robbers that rob and destroy and build a refinery, surely, if they do good in this country, if it's real that is what is supposed to be done, Nigerian refinery is done, they will succeed it. But if it's not, they will shut down. You know about commission. Don't be about commission. It's about lasting. They commissioned Nigerian refinery before. Today is done. Nigerian Dangote refinery might be commissioned today, but tomorrow you will shut down. Nonsense. 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 What's your hypocrite?
By June, they will be producing their first oil.
If they produce their first oil, it's an experiment. Very soon it's shutting down. It's an experiment.
Hey, good thing, talk about good thing.
Who tell you?
Don't,
Who tell you it's a good thing? I'm not hypocrite till I die. I can never be hypocrite. Why do you build a refinery in the country? Then you get a court to let your refinery work. Nigerian ancestors, your refinery of your ancestors. Nigerian refinery that you come as a system. It cannot work. You see your own to work. What is that? What kind of nonsense is that? Is it not a Nigerian
Dangote
system?
refinery is the 7th largest in the world and the largest in
Even there is
Africa.
250 million liars in the world. You will shut down and Nigerian refinery shut down. If the refinery is a bad foundation, listen to me.
Shut down. Expect
Listen to me.
$18 billion.
Listen to me. Listen to me. It will shut down as what Bible said, and they do to the Israel, they go do to Gentiles. The crown is sick. The soul you be refinery is sick. No refinery work in this country. So the country you go be refinery, the refinery know they work for there. So it goes shut you down too. You may commission it.
Lagosians attracted
If they're distracted, they always distracted.
the
Well,
investment to Lagos.
Yes, the discussion. The Yoruba destroy Nigerian refinery. Now I'm coming.
No. The
They
Yoruba
had-
people-
I'm coming. Obasanjo first carry fuel to abroad to refine. He finished Nigerian refinery. Now they build refinery for them. Now they start to happen. After they destroy Nigerian refinery, you think that God is sleeping or the ancestor is sleeping? Eh? They will pay for what they have done. That refinery must shut down. How dare you? How dare you, Bob Billy?
Say go and shut it down.
In June, they said they go produce first. It may turn to tons. I, and the son of this country, I said never to that refinery. If you work, Nigerian refinery must work. How dare you talk? If you work, Nigerian, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Okay, lastly,
I'm coming.
let's talk about.
What I said, let Nigerians to get the truth. Talk positive word. Do the needful. Don't ever try to compromise what it is evil. For you to be free from your heart. Nigerian refinery is there. Dangote refinery. And barely leave a sorrow. That's what paid me pass. You go to the refinery, commission a refinery. That the rule Nigeria for good agents refinery no work. You go commission a private one. How dare you? How dare you?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Take a step. Dangote refinery must shut down.
Good morning. Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, good morning.
I want you to react to what he just said.
Yes, to me, I think he's making a valid point, but in the context and manner in which he's expressing it, that is what I will cry against.
Is it Dangote's fault?
To me, it's not just Dangote, it's a general problem, and not just Dangote alone. Good morning once again. The problem here is Dangote being part of the system. This is what government is supposed to do. I commend Dangote for his selfless efforts. Are you getting it? But the system now, government is bringing into it. It's not something that is going to be favorable to common man. It's something that they are going to use to build wealth. They are just galvanizing the wealth of this nation to their own selfish interests. That is what I'm seeing that is playing around the Dangote refinery. If federal government could spend up to $5.something billion in supporting Dangote to build this refinery, why can't they use 3 or 5 billion to fix the Nigeria refinery so that it will start working and give employment to more people in the country? So why is it like that? And now they said they are going to be supplying Dangote 300,000 barrels for a start. 300,000 barrels per day. Hold on. So the 300,000 barrels, the 300,000 barrels, and we know so far NNPC Limited for the past how many years has never returned money to the federal government coffer. So who told you now that, who is saying now that these 300,000 barrels that will be going to Dangote now, that in return, the money will still go back to federal government? No, that is what you start when you start questioning the shady games that is going to be playing under.
Federal government have 20%.
And now, even as at the 20% is going back to NNPC's coffer, NNPC has to return the money to federal government purse.
The federal government had the opportunity to manage 4 refineries. They were not able to manage it. They mismanaged it. Then how are you saying that they have 20%? How do they manage
can you
that?
go to where you have your own refineries there? Wasting.
Somebody that said he wants
When
to
you come,
privatize.
you
Don't worry, your opinion has to go.
What will you remember Buhari for?
Killing, massive corruption, downplay of the Nigeria economy sector, everything wrong. To me, listen, Buhari did well in some certain areas in terms of infrastructure. He tried a bit, but to me, he actually rationed it. He didn't actually made it an open-minded stuff. He just did, what he can do, and actually he said it anyway. I won't blame him, because when he came in 2015, he said, don't expect more from me if you know you did not vote for me massively. I will do for those that supported me massively. So what we are getting after 8 years is not a big deal. I know that's what he has done. Thank you.
You're not talking about the railway, second Niger bridge.
I just told, I summarized everything because I know all these they are all infrastructure. When you talk about the railway for me, he didn't even do much. Till today, there's no railway from north to east. So what are you going to say about him? So what is the one that you want to celebrate? The one for Kaduna, good luck did it. And so what are you saying about the railway? What is the improvement that is there that was not there? So what is the new thing that he's saying now that is actually different from what has been going on? The one in Lagos Ibadan, is that one he wants to say? They only improved on it. That was what they did. The railway was there. They only improved on it. Fine. If that's
even
what
the
he wants to
second
do.
Niger bridge was named after Buhari by Southeast governors.
You see, this is what I say when you talk about governors and these miscreants that call themselves politicians, ass-licking politicians that we have from the southeast. You see, when you see them, sometimes I just wonder how they think. How can you bring second Niger bridge because Buhari did it? That bridge was commissioned in 2013 by who? Good luck, Jonathan. And how can Buhari just come? Everything they do, they will say Buhari, everything Buhari, everything Buhari, everything Buhari. Is this not government? It's government of Nigeria. And if he comes and he actually did what somebody else has commissioned that he was going to do. So all the plans has been laid down. And so it's not the kudos is not actually going to him directly. Are you getting it?
Okay, I will not disappoint Nigerians. Tinubu, Buhari confers GCFR, GCON on him.
That is what we've been hearing. The GCA from Buhari said, I will make Nigeria great. And that is where he has disgraced Nigeria, not making us great again. Now you will not disappoint. What is this disappoint? Tell us. You see, the real problem is they won't tell you what they are coming to do. You will never know their plan. And we've all seen it. You are coming to tell us you will not disappoint. Is that what we want to hear? Or you are going to tell us how you are going to lift the economy, how you are going to merge the downstream with the mainstream economy so that everything can work, how you can open the economy so that the gains will be more for the citizens. You won't tell us all that. All you are telling us is you are not going to disappoint us. What do you mean by you are not going to disappoint us? Did I tell you are going to disappoint me? Tell me what you want to do for me so that I will have it in my hand that, okay, this is what you said you are going to do. Okay, when you do it, well, now you are building on nothing. You are not just going to disappoint us. What if you come every day and declare public holiday every weekend for Nigerians, every Friday? That means you are not disappointing us. If that's the case.
Okay, there's a court case now.
We are not one
Let's
Nigeria.
look at that court case.
Oh,
Swearing
yeah.
in.
We are one Nigeria.
Now, they said today, I think the court will be sitting this morning. The court will be sitting this morning as we speak. And I'm sure
No, they have struck out the case with breaking news.
they've struck out the case.
PDP, double nomination. It's been struck out.
You see, I've not even checked it. The case has been struck out.
Yes.
And that means it's still valid that Tinubu is there.
No, that
particular one, the disqualification, right?
court dismisses PDP's suit against Tinubu Shetima over double nomination.
You see? That is what you get. So I said to my friends and my colleagues at work, don't expect anything different. All you need now is just for you to grace what is ahead of you. Like I always tell you, you have to grace what is ahead of you now. Get your mind prepared for the next step, because what I'm seeing, they've tried all means in order to change the system in this country. And this is what we are seeing. So don't expect anything. Even the judiciary is out. The judiciary is out. Okay, now, what are they going to do? They know nothing. It's all there for you to understand that come May 29, they are going to swear in their government. It is not the government of the ordinary man. It is their government, so that they can continue with their mischiefs, with their bad elements that they've been using to, galvanize the wealth of this nation.
Okay,
thank you, my brother.
God bless you. I have Mr. Felix. Good morning, Mr. Felix.
Morning, Mr.
I see some people are celebrating at the back. What is the celebration for?
Well, the celebration is that, thank God, Nigeria is not scattered. We have a president.
Nigeria is not scattered.
Nigeria is not scattered.
Okay.
Spiritually, we are not scattered. Mentally, some people may be scattered. Some are not scattered. I want to tell you that we are still moving forward, despite the situation on ground. You understand? And when a country starts like this, it means there are way forward. There are certain regions that do not see facts. They don't see realities. And those regions are the ones that are not getting anything from the federal.
Can you give an example of?
I don't want to give any. If I give example, Huh?
You already know the region, but give example of one thing that happened that you've said that is not factual.
Some of them said that May 29 cannot be sacrosanct. That they are not going to. So you can see the
Somebody
president.
like Baba Ahmed that he said so.
Someone that just spoke before me now said it's their own government. What an insult!
So somebody like Baba Ahmed that he said so. Somebody
He's talking from a biased mind. Listen, listen. He's talking from a biased
someone
mind.
like Aisha
Listen,
Isufu said so.
listen.
Someone like-
Shebi.
But why are you relegating it to a region?
Let me tell you the truth. You see that Baba that you understand?
And many other Nigerians
hold
that are
on
not
now.
from that region.
All those people that are saying that inauguration will not hold, let them go everything as possible.
My
We have
question
3
is
arms.
that why relegating it to a region?
Because
you,
they are the
you
one
singled out a region.
no, sir. Those regions are the one that are heaping the whole issues up.
What evidence? You don't have evidence.
The evidence was that they said they are the one that won the election.
They said they are the one that.
They said they are the one that won the election.
It is the PDP. PDP said they won the election.
The case is in court.
So,
You understand? And you see how mature PDP is. The way they are going about their cases. You understand? They go about their cases maturely. But the other person, the way they are behaving, like if they are, most time I call them Tata. I stand to be corrected on this platform. They behave like Tata.
Was there electoral malpractices?
All the whole party ruled the election, but the highest ringer won the election.
The highest rigger.
Yes, won the election.
And you're supporting,
APC, wait, hold on, sir.
The system
oh God, see.
of the highest rigger.
Listen to me. APC ringed, PDP ringed, Labour ringed. Nobody should prove. Listen. Nobody should prove that the Labour is a saint. Every one of them ran election. They ring the election. Nobody should come up and be saying.
Are you supporting a system with the highest rigor?
Listen, I'm not supporting anything, but what I'm telling you is that the foundation and everything is wrong. So we have to get the right perspective.
How?
The right perspective is that let us put everything in place.
How?
We have 3 arms of government. We have the legislature, we have the executive, we have the judiciary. They have shifted to the court of to the tribunal. The tribunal said the hearing will commence May 30. We comment.
How?
And the funniest thing was that when they called Labour, they said you should present your evidence. Labour said they should give them 7 weeks. 7 weeks, and the court said.
INEC refused to. Right, INEC refused to present the documents they needed. That is what's delaying the whole thing.
No, sir.
You
No,
should
sir.
go and look at the information.
No, sir.
Yes,
No, sir. Every political party in the polling unit has an agent.
Bring the agent as witness.
And all those agents, after they finish voting, they will give them their own copy in which they will take to the party secretariat. Labour Party should be able to collect their figure and challenge INEC. If they say they are the one that won the election, it is that time we leave what is not this thing. Now they've elected the president, they've elected Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whether by crook, whether by true, whether by but by the law now is the president-elect.
Okay, let's move on. We have Buhari. What will you remember Buhari for?
Complete failure. Complete failure. That man failed. He failed in every ramification. In security, he failed. In economy, he failed. In education, he failed. In everything, he failed. Even in the infrastructure that my brother that left spoke. He failed because he borrowed Nigeria and put Nigeria into debt. This man failed.
You said he failed in infrastructure.
He failed in infrastructure completely. -0.
-0.
Yes. There's nothing like -0, but he failed -0.
And you can't see anything that you can.
The man did not do anything.
The second Niger bridge is not there.
What's the second
And you're
Niger
saying
bridge? Was it
-0.
the one that was it? Mention one thing this government started and they finished. Mention one thing this government.
Kule will answer that question when he comes.
You understand? Mention one thing this government started. Buhari government start from the beginning and finish. For 8 years they did not do anything.
Why you say they didn't do anything?
Oh my God! The first, the Niger, this second Niger bridge started from PDP. The railway this started from PDP.
And he completed it.
With what? He went to borrow loan, put us under slavery more. And that's what I'm looking at is that when we put a bad manager in the affair of Nigeria, Nigeria economy will crumble. There's a difference. Listen, there's a difference. There's a difference between. There's a difference.
You have said your own. I'll arrest you. You have said your own.
Yes, I know.
There's a difference. There's a difference between Tinubu and Buhari. Tinubu is a politician. Buhari is a trained military general, retired trained military general.
That's why we have the security, our security.
You understand? They can go ahead and say whatever they like. They can say whatever they like, but my take is this, is that coming May 29, Raphael, it will be shocked. Buhari is gone. Tinubu will be there. Let's see whether he will not call Tinubu as the president-elect. Because I am shocked that Mr. Raphael is saying another thing at my back.
What did he say?
He's saying vernacular at my back.
Whatever you say will be used against you in the court of law. What did he say?
He was just saying, he was speaking vernacular. He was speaking vernacular at my
What
back.
did he speak the
He was
vernacular?
speaking vernacular.
What was the content of the vernacular?
He was speaking vernacular. He said I was talking trash. That's what he was saying.
Okay, lastly, Tinubu said, I will not disappoint Nigerians.
See, I will not judge by words. I am going to judge by what you are able to put on the table. How you are able to transform people's life. You understand? From what I am seeing on ground, until Tinubu, they swore him in and he started working. That's when I can know whether this man is ready to work or he's not ready to work. But this one, and from what I am seeing, from what I am seeing, this man is a politician. He's going to play along the political terrain. He's a politician.
Dangote, lastly, Dangote.
Dangote capitalized on our lapses. He capitalized on our lapses and trampled against the government of the day. And the government of the day are not even wise. They are not even wise. They are even celebrating an individual refinery. An individual refinery. We have one of the candidates that contested for presidency. He said he's going to privatize, listen, that's going to privatize the refineries. They went against that man.
Who went against him?
The so-called Nigeria and the government. They went against him. Now, and they are celebrating someone that is bringing a private refinery. You see, there's something wrong somewhere. There is something wrong somewhere. And this is not helping the issues of Nigerian citizens.
That is it.
Listen, we are going to spend more money buying fuel in Dangote refinery.
Hey.
If we are buying 6,000 naira before, we are going to be buying 30,000 naira. Go and look at, wait. Look, go and check Dangote cement. Dangote cement is the highest, is the most costliest cement in Africa. You understand? And why are we deceiving ourselves?
That is it.
Why are we deceiving ourselves? We need to tell ourselves the truth. Listen, if they give the refineries, listen, if they give the refineries to private people, that refinery will be working. That refinery will be working. The so-called cabals, just go and watch what will happen. They will see what they can do now to see another means how they are going to be eating. And that will not help our system. The system is faulty. If Dangote can build this refinery since 2017 to now, and Buhari spent 8 years, that means he don't have anything to offer us. Lastly, before I go, I want to encourage the people, whether you like it or not, whether you hate it, the president elected, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will be sworn in May 2023, May 29. And I am telling you that Chikoze and Co can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. That's my humble take, sir.
Look at the big end. It's supposed to be big.
Good morning, Mr.
Yeah, good morning, and I thank God. Tomorrow is going to be my birthday. I'll be half a century, and I want to thank everybody this time around. One is growing with age, and as we have, you need to make more friends. Bring humanity around you. You need to bring humanity around you. Sketo, we really appreciate what you've been doing. You always make us happy during our birthday. You did it for Comrade Christian, and we appreciate you. Tomorrow is my own birthday. I want to thank Rap for even informing you. I'm supposed to have informed you since, but I still want to thank.
Please turn up for the supporters of Mr. Kule. Turn up for Kule. Tomorrow is his birthday.
And I want to thank Egbo, Mr. Kayode Egbo. Kelvin, I want to thank Jane. I want to thank. They have been being a good people to us on this. Sketo is the grandmaster. I give it that kudos to him. Twale. Because you are keeping the bondage and the bonds of this, which make us to be one as a family, So we standing by ourselves. This morning, Ralph, it was Ralph that informed Sketo that, So kudos to you, Ralph. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate
let's
you.
Let's talk about the refinery. What he said. Did you concur?
You see, what I just need is the incoming president. If there's going to be protests against him when he's not performing in his first 6 months, we must have known the step is taken. So if it dare fail, because you said you renew hope, you are bringing in renew hope. If your renew hope is not renewable, I'll be the first person, because I believe this is the last election I will ever be living in this country. And as it is, Mr. President Bola Asiwaju Tinubu, as they swear you in, you have to, put on the garments of your political, followers that are just there to make you. Put on the garments of the masses, that you are there for the masses. You are there for us. Let us enjoy this country for a while. Let us enjoy this country for even one administration. Let your administration be an administration that will favor the masses. The youth have been punished enough. So to me, as I'm growing, I have to grow with my age. Politics is over. I've put off the garments of politics now. I'm putting on the garments of governance. We want a good leadership from you. We want a good leadership. If it is to detach yourself away from your party, I'll be so happy, because those guys may not wish you well. Come around the masses. Let's come together as one to repair the country, because you guys, you were at our age when you started politics. I could remember vividly when you were in Senate. I know you were in your 40s then. During the Nadeko era, I know the role you played. So play the same role for us, we youth, for us to enjoy this country. Because the suffering the youth has been embarking on for a while, enough should be enough. Enough should be enough. Because you said renew hope, we want that renew hope to start happening immediately. They inaugurate you, they swear you in, right? I don't know you, you don't know me, but I just believe, and don't let people look down on us that are your supporters. So about the Dangote refinery, Christian is part of the spell. I don't know who dropped that spell on this country, where you have 4 refineries, no one is working. And about the privatization of the refinery, the governor, the president that was tried to embark on that was General Obasanjo, that he sold the refinery to Otedola and Dangote. It will have still boiled down back to monopoly. Because us, as them being they succeeded, Otedola and Dangote will have monopolized the petroleum industries. So to me, what we need is, I want is sanitation. Thorough sanitation, thorough investigation. Those leaders that have been there when those refinery were down, rotten, they should bring them to book. Let's start. If Tinubu can do that, I will be so happy. And if he cannot do that single-handedly, we masses will support. Because all this suffering, all this suffering, all this suffering. Now
Thank you very much. Job meeting. Good morning, Mazira.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. I hope Secretary General of Nyandebe.
Yes. Yeah.
Illegal sex destroy Nigeria.
So, good morning, everybody. Kayode Ebo.
Only sex, not their husband.
Olubenga, Ola, Hakim, Ola
Stop
Sufo,
now.
Kazim, living in USA. Mama America, living in USA. Mommy Nkechi in the UK, he lives. Chima, Denzel. Benson, America, Benson at Biafra. Then Chima Ene, Ugochukwu Ene, Uche, that lives in Japan. Folashade Vera, that is Mami Kimono, Vera Kimono. Then the other at Nkechi, I'm hailing people like Dr. Charles, Oga Kevin. Kevo lives in the USA. So many of you, I'm greeting you guys. And remember that we're having how many hours away from the so-called fabulous. It's just like a story we told in those days by the moonlight. Someone that was not elected by Nigerians has seized power. See, let me tell you, this is more or less a palace coup. It's a coup that INEC officials were used. They masterminded it. I mean, the INEC umpire, the umpire called INEC, they are the one that hosted Obi, because the whole Nigerians made the right choice by choosing Obi. They did not vote Obi because Obi is an Igbo man. They vote Obi based on competence and good quality leadership. That's what everybody anticipated or insinuated that been the result if Obi is to be inaugurated in Tinubu's instead.
I wanted to ask you about the Dangote issue that people are talking about. Dangote refinery. We're having 4 refineries and we priding on Dangote refinery.
That's why I say that this part of the world is the most populous black nations, that are made up of baboons as the legislatives, gorillas as in the office of the presidency, then monkeys as the lower house of legislative, then idiots are the ministers, then thieves are the governors, they are the swindlers themselves. So let me tell you, the reason why Dangote is there is because the entire Nigerians have been, caged by this House of Fulani hegemony. Because let me tell you, an individual is not supposed to own a refinery in Nigeria. Nigeria's oil is better than that of Saudi Arabia.
Can you imagine?
Yes. They have names, many varieties of crude oil. There are many names. Nigerian oil, crude oil is the best. And we cannot maintain one refinery. One. Just one. A country that has spent over 300 trillion. Trillion.
I don't think so.
What did they do?
From 1960.
So now,
300 trillion.
Trillions. Listen good. The most intelligent EFCC officer, nobody can tell me here. I tell you. Nuhu Ribadu. Discovered by who? Obasanjo. Nuhu Ribadu calculated the amount of money embezzled by Nigerian government from 1960 to date. It was along the 300 trillion. It's just that I'm just quoting.
That's a general figure.
My brother, if you see the man's finding, you will know that Nuhu Ribadu is a very, very strong man, endowed with knowledge of what investigation. That guy can investigate. One of the greatest police officers in Nigeria is Nuhu Ribadu. He's a very intelligent man. Nigerians, we have wasted money. Look, Warren refinery is not working. Kaduna refinery, the best in Africa before. When you talk about refinery, when we were in school, Kaduna. Pidgeot of Nigeria, that is pan, Kaduna. Plywood, do you know where they get it? Timber, Warri. Cocoa, Lagos, that's southwest. Chief producer of palm oil, southeastern Nigeria. And listen to me. So we know who we are. A whole Niger Delta could not maintain one refinery. A whole river state, Wike is jumping from one place to another as a mad dog. He could not finish a refinery before he goes out, he bows out as a governor of River State. His home state. His home state. Oga federal government is not the owner of River State. River State is owned by the indigenous of that state. They have stake within an NNPC environment. A riverman has not seen it, profitable to construct a refinery. Let's say private one for himself. Fulani man from desert Sahel countries is the one that is building refinery for you. And all of you are gathering around him praising Dangote. Why are you praising Dangote? Dangote, Nigerian government has monopolized everything we use in Nigeria to that man, Dangote. And the Felice being somebody that is working, Felice is working at Alausa Secretariat and is talking like a daft. Felice is just not trying to show us that he has nothing here, but he has what he has been, displaying about his character on this stage every day. His words. Nothing is here.
Okay, I have run a good race, finished my course, Buhari.
Are you listening to me? Dangote refinery shouldn't be celebrated this way. They are celebrating Dangote refinery with shame. They are shameful animals, all of them.
Let's
See, let me tell you. No. We are selling.
We use animals,
No.
all those words.
Animal in Werabada, animal in Sukutoyo. Now somebody talk him before I talk him. And the person who talk him senior me. And that person that talk him, is saying this.
He go jail. He go jail.
I want to go jail. See, if I don't want to go jail, I wouldn't have been coming here to tell the whole world the truth every day. I'm not against going jail. I like it. I'm not afraid of anybody. Okay, what I'm seeing in Nigerian government today are apes, gorilla, baboon, monkey. That's why all the results we are getting in this regime are what? Monkey's results. Monkey's results.
And the people that voted about
Don't you see what Taribo West said during Korea-Japan World Cup? Onigwide led us there, putting on Jim over the coat. Onigwide didn't do anything. He was just sitting down. What did we get in Korea-Japan? Monkey's results. Taribo West said it. Nobody sent him back to jail. So what Felix is telling us now is that Atiku here has been hailing. Atiku, Obi is a boy. Obi has chucked all of you. Obi is a game changer. Obi is a game changer. You that is calling Obi tighter today with Felix, tomorrow you must change voice. That is whom you are.
Okay, let's
move on, my brother.
We have, what will you remember Buhari for?
I will remember Buhari for one thing. Many things, not one. Clannishness. This is somebody that considers all the people from his clan. Followed by what? Nepotism. Nepotocracy. The only person that has brought nepocratic system of government in Nigeria. A government that is based on what? Nepotism is Buhari. Favoritism. Do me, I do you, God no go vex. I remember Buhari for favoring all his people alone. All Muslims alone. What Buhari knows today is if you are from Fulani or Hausa, he will do something for you. Turning his back on the Yorubas, Igbos, the Mid-Beltans, Efik, Ibibio, favoritism. I will remember Buhari today as a man that has gone as far as Niger and built a world-class refinery. Change all the jeeps for the security outfit, features in Niger. He bought jeeps for Niger DSS and police. Leaving only our police with all these rubbish trucks, vans, sports cars. He spent billions providing them with executives, cheap. I will remember Buhari for someone that did not build railway from Lagos to Enugu, from Lagos to Calabar, From Lagos to Abuja, he only built a railway, world-class railway, from Kaduna, Abuja to Niger. Is Niger among us? Nigerians, are they Nigerians? I will remember Buhari as the first person, the first Nigerian president that ruled Nigeria 9 months. Yeah, thank you so much. 90 days, 100 days from United Kingdom. That's Buhari. I will remember Buhari, the first Nigerian president that has what? Reshuffle his cabinet and include what? Included dead bodies, dead men, ghosts, people that were dead in the past. He enlisted their name. And the chief of general staff discovered it. I will remember Buhari as the first person that has shown what corruption is all about. He opened our eyes on corruption. That the Department of the Executive, is the most corrupt government department in Nigeria. I will remember Buhari for insurgency. Buhari said it's going to take him only 6 days to defeat Boko Haram. Immediately he came to the office. What happened? And Saru, bandits, Boko Haram, many of them from Al-Qaeda, they invaded northeastern Nigeria. I will remember Buhari as people who, as a president in Nigeria, who hates Igbos with passion. He loves to hate Igbo. I will remember Buhari as the first Nigerian president who become, a president inviting the whole Fulanis in West Africa to what? To intrude, not only intrude, to invade Nigeria. And they actually invaded Nigeria. As I'm talking to you now, there is war going on in the north between the Hausa militias and the Fulani militants. I have so many things to remember Buhari for, and I'm not afraid of saying it. I'm not afraid if I can put it down on writing. I'm not afraid if I can discuss it with anybody, even the police. I don't fear anybody. I'm saying it with the truth. The only regime in Nigeria that many pastors, many reverend fathers were shot to death by terrorists. Many reverend fathers were killed at the axis of southeastern Nigeria. Reverend fathers at the axis of Mid-Belt, Benue State. Many church worshippers were shot at St. Augustine or Ondo states. See, let me tell you, I remember Buhari as somebody during his regime, many ethnic groups were what? An abhorrence. Abhor. These are the English. To the Fulani nation. The whole Fulani, they hate other tribes during Buhari regime. They did not even hide it at all. They come openly and tell us, look, we are the most hostile tribe in Africa. I remember Buhari because of what he called ruralization. He possessed our land by force. He imposed on us grazing routes by force. Let me tell you, if I'm here to stand telling the whole world, those Nigerians in diaspora, what I remember Buhari for, Christian, we won't live here today.
Okay, lastly, let's look at, I will not disappoint Nigerians, Tinubu.
Who said that? To whom? How did he say it? What is his own intention of saying this? Is he Nigerian president? Who voted him? He will not disappoint who? We don't even know that somebody is going to be inaugurated. Because all eyes on Obi. What are we saying? I'm not a daft. Nobody can tell me nonsense. I don't believe what I read on the front page of newspaper. I see, let me tell you, I don't see anybody being inaugurated. I don't see anybody talking to Nigerians. What are we saying? Somebody is telling us that they won't disappoint Nigeria. Did the Yoruba man vote for him? Who is celebrating today that somebody is being celebrated as a president? Is Yoruba celebrating? Is Akwa Ibom celebrating? Adibo celebrating? Ochu state people, Ochu, are they celebrating? Do you see any celebration in Lagos State? Are the Abuja people, the FCT people, are they not protesting? No, this might not be so beyond Nigeria. What are you saying? So, Christian, anybody that said I won't disappoint Nigeria is just playing. I see the person as an artist. I think you understand. He's just reciting what to, show the people on set. He's one of the cast we have around this time. But do you know that Yoruba wood or Igbo wood or Nollywood, you can call it? That's a film. They're actors. They're acting. Someone just came out and robbed Nigerians their rights, their choice, the right choice they made. What are you telling me? To inaugurate? Anybody that says he's not going to disappoint Nigeria doesn't concern me because I'm not seeing any president around. The person I'm seeing around was Obi, Peter Obi. Hausa voted Peter Obi. Yoruba voted Peter Obi. Igbo, Midband. It cut across the whole Nigeria. We know the right choice we made. So if anybody say, I won't disappoint Nigeria, he is on his own.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Yes, I have the
Please, I want to say one or two things.
good morning, Matsigo. You say after me.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. And SM fans, it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, there's an argument on Dangote's refinery. People are saying that the elite has come together to construct that refinery against the wish of Nigerians.
Of course, it's a gang up against the ordinary Nigerians and the masses of this country. You should, of course, be in the know that if a group of persons who has frustrated every effort to float functionary refineries that will meet the local, of course, markets, that will satisfy the local market, then now they are throwing party because of Dangote refinery, then it means there's something at stake. The same people are putting their word, the stolen word together to ensure that, of course, the masses they keep up ripping up the masses. Day after day, year after year. So they are stakeholders, of course, to this Dangote refinery. Their generation unborn will continue to rip off. So what is left for the common man? That decides the market's price as shareholders. So what can you do as an average person? Do you have a share with Dangote refinery?
NNPC is a limited company, so it represents the interest of Nigerians.
Represent your interest. Now, do you have a stake in NNPC? How has NNPC affected you? Have you gotten any palliative from them? As you said, it's representing you.
You know what I'm saying now.
I don't know what if you have you benefited from NNPC? The same NNPC that failed to manage, of course, the petroleum resources. The same NNPC that failed to maintain, of course, the moribund oil refineries, facilities. For more than 60 years, you are entrusting with your own future. How could that be possible? The same NNPC that there was a time Buhari was the chairman of Trust Fund, Petrol Trust Fund, or PTF, Petrol Trust Fund.
Petroleum Trust Fund.
Petroleum Trust Fund. What come out of that? These are the same people who have mortgaged Nigerians. They are less than 1,000 in population, but they have mortgaged the life and the destinies of their unborn children. So this is very clear. These people should be held responsible in a sane society. And we must not continue to watch this happen. That is the reality. Recycling themselves, making themselves more richer than the state. How can you be rejoicing? You have a president that is celebrating some level of mediocrity. And you claim you have more, up to 4 refineries. And the turnaround maintenance for these refineries got up more than close to $30 billion. And you're celebrating a refinery that was just estimated to be $20 billion. And you're celebrating. You have not accounted for the masses. How you embezzled those funds over the years. And you are still busy searching for oil in Lake Chad Basin. You know how much billions of dollars that have copped up? That is related to the same oil. And your refineries are not functioning. You still pay subsidy close to 7 trillion annually. So who are you deceiving? The same thing ends up in some pockets of these distorted elements. So I think anybody making such claims.
Okay, one more. What will you remember?
Is in the right
Buhari
direction.
for? What will you remember Buhari for?
asking me this question in the heat of the sun is more or less like tying me to walk naked on the streets. You see, you should remember him for what he is. My position about him has never changed since 2014. So he has, of course, he has not proven me wrong. My perception about him, about his antecedents, has been vindicated. So there is nothing new about him. It's just that for you people who decide to live in deception and claiming that you have a change, and that change has brought you to your knees. That change has made Nigerians more vulnerable. That change, of course, has made you a mockery to the community of nations. That change has resulted to Nigerians, over 133 million Nigerians are certified to be multidimensionally poor. That change has, of course, chased people out of their ancestral homes to IDPs. Millions of Nigerians are now in IDP camps, internally displaced persons, within their own country. And Buhari said he has completed his job and has finished his course. The course which is to dislodge Nigerians, which is to make Nigerians ungovernable, which is to leave Nigerians in the most devastating nature. Has Nigeria felt better? The cost and the race to leave millions of Nigerians dead, that are wailing and mourning, people losing their, even in the military. Somebody disclosed that when you go to the military facilities, you see men amputated, different degrees of amputation, deformation, live deformation. Huh? The militaries are not left out in this massacre. He has, of course, run his race and have completed his course. And that has brought Nigeria where it is, more divided than ever. And those who are saying, let us come together and build Nigeria. Let us come together and build Nigeria under what templates? Do you want to come together and build Nigeria? You want to come together and build Nigeria, neglecting the deception, neglecting the insincerity, neglecting the suppression that is ongoing. If you must decide to build a country, you must be sincere about that. You must come with sincerity and commitment.
Okay.
And every party must feel, of course, and perceive to be part of that system. So you cannot rob people, you cannot deceive people, you cannot subject and subjugate people, and you want them to come together and build. Unfortunately, the repeat of 1966 is very much around the corner. Whatever that we trigger that is well established from the, of course, realities unfolding. But it's unfortunate that people who know the truth will continue to live in denial. We have come to that wit end where survival becomes a necessity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mazi Chigozie. I have my brother. My brother, good morning. Yes, you have something to say. What's your name, sir?
Good morning. My name is Mr. Ariel.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the GCFR, GCON conferred on Tinubu. Now we are approaching the inauguration. Do you have anything? Can you talk on that?
Well, I don't have much to talk about that. But what I only want to talk about is...
Just come close.
What I only want to talk about the unity of this nation.
Yes, okay.
Nigeria as a nation, the country of over 400 million population, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be a process. Like some other people say that, you see, the unity of this nation, it is what is very, very important. I don't want to come here to come and
talk about
I don't want to discriminate. Likewise, I don't want to talk about government or compare and contrast. But what I'm saying here is that let us come together as one. Let's build this nation, because governance is all about process. It's about because we don't have the same ideology. Your own idea is quite different from mine. The president government has done what they could. So we cannot wait to see to see the coming government. We cannot wait for them to see what they want to put in place for the nation. So that is why we want everybody to come together as one. Let's forget about the past. The present is what is most important. Let's the Igbos, the Yorubas, the six geopolitical zones that make this country. We want us to come together as one. And from the history that when you compare the other countries, other nations, what they are not building a day, it's a process. And I believe with little time, and it won't be long, Nigeria will get to that stage.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. I have Oluwawan.
Yes, morning. What is happening?
What is the language?
I can see everybody is saying the language of there's some seconds or some hours. There will be transformation of the spiritual realm to the reality of me and you. Because you and I, our desire is to Nigeria to be a nation of what we really want Nigeria to be. A deserved nation from the heart of God.
What will you remember Buhari for?
Buhari will be remembered for many things, bad things, good things, ugly things. But I will just pick, without Buhari, Nigeria youth will never know that they have to fight for their rights. That answers was a God-given power for Nigeria youth to wrestle against the incorrigible police brutality. And that situation have reduced under Buhari regime. You understand what I'm saying? See, when you see Obasanjo is the root of all evil. Ali must go. Something years ago was, is it not 80-something? Students revolt. And Colonel Ali was the Minister of Education then. He massacred students. Fella, my grandfather used to say, he killed 90-something students. He killed all. But now in the regime of Buhari, our students come outside. Our youth say, no, enough is enough. The whole Nigeria clamp down. We checkmate them. And they feel our action. And they step down. So that is one of the benefits I will see in Buhari. Okay. The rest, our second Nigeria bridge, completed it, and bringing refinery to Lagos State. But the rest, zero. The money, looting, borrowing from China, we don't know anything about all this one. All those ones, they are all criminality arrangement. But we thank God that it's going home. Let's all release a peace now. Let peace fall on us.
I have run a good race, finished my course.
To reach my course, and Tinubu, don't finish the language now. I know it's easy to start. I don't think when start the journey.
Any language for our people?
Our people is that let peace reign. Let us come together as one. Let us be one strong Nigeria again. Let us forget about sentiment. We know many bad things have happened. So we can't just go and continue fighting ourselves. Let us be one strong Nigeria. Peace be to all of us. God bless
you very much. Yeah, with that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. Bystanders and newsstands, I'm Christian Chukwu. Breaking news, Supreme Court has struck out the case against Shettima for double nomination. Says that the PDP has no local standing for that case. Moving on till tomorrow for another wonderful edition of the program. Mr. Kunle, tomorrow's your birthday. Buy mineral for me now. Till tomorrow, God bless you all for watching. Please click on the like button and also subscribe if you have not subscribed and comment on the comment section. Till tomorrow, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.